Rek'Sai is still not allowed to be used by the players, so he is still banned out.
Yes. It's
Alright.
parang ano na siya normal na siya na ganun talaga yung ginagawa na. So once a champion is released, hindi siya pwede laruin until yata next patch, I think.
Yeah. That's to prevent any buggy plays.
Yeah, buggy and malay mo, overpowered siya.
Yeah.
Gagamitin siya sa tournament. Medyo risky nga yun.
Yeah. Alright, so that Irelia and Lissandra both locked in there by Diamond. Lissandra is still a very she's always in games.
Yeah,
as
famous
far
pick,
as I
famous
know.
pick in the current meta.
Yeah, she's picked in the mid lane or the top lane, so definitely a staple pick. Although Irelia was picked there, but we did say that she was picked as a jungler recently, so we have no idea what's gonna go on here. Meanwhile, Yume grabbing that favorite LeBlanc of his, and the Sejuani was also picked.
Yeah.
Sejuani was also picked actually 2 days ago. We were saying that MSKI went up against Anfat Ultimate, and APU brought out the Sejuani.
Yeah.
So I think MSKI realized, hey, this is a pretty good pick. We're gonna pick this one up.
Yeah, I mean, jungle-wise, Sejuani is a great champion, having that excellent kit of hers, as well as you know, marami siya nagagawa sa team fights eh. And she was recently picked up by Diamond Pro X in the recent IEM Cologne.
Yeah.
Tapos nanalo sila yung champion sa tournament na yun. And tumaas ng konti, I think, because of that, yung popularity ni Sejuani sa ating mga queues, as well as tournaments, local tournaments. So I think Sejuani brings a great deal of pain in terms of team fights dun sa team comp nyo. So medyo magiging team fight centric ang inyong composition kapag pinik nyo si Sejuani.
Yeah, so a lot of CC coming in there from Sejuani. Meanwhile, they did lock in the Morgana and the Caitlyn. We do know, well, they're also very present much picks recently.
Yeah.
Caitlyn and Morgana still safe picks. We are seeing a hover over Renekton and Rumble. Rumble very much present still as a top laner, but Renekton, not seeing him a lot, but he is going to change his mind. They are going to hover over Graves, who has made a comeback, like we said, so far in the preseason. That early game, really dangerous.
Yeah, and also, I'm interested in seeing what Diamond has to offer to us in this game. Kasi they have that Lissandra as well as an Irelia pick. And if this is the case, Lissandra would go mid and Irelia would go top. Pero as we have seen in the, yung sinasabi mo Anfat Ultimate game 2 days ago, we saw that Irelia went to the jungle. So meron tayong options na dito pinapresent na magja-jungle ba tong si Irelia or will she go in the top lane? So I'm really excited to see.
Well,
okay.
I
think she'd go in the jungle.
Ooh, yep.
Yeah, she will be going into the
Ladies
jungle.
and gentlemen, Kyrie was right. We are gonna see a jungle Irelia once again here for Meme, and we actually saw EXO change his mind from Graves over to Tristana, so that is gonna be a sort of hyper carry pick there from MSKI. So let's just go over the team compositions here. So on the blue side, we have MSKI, top lane TG using that Rumble. In the jungle, we've got Kulit on Sejuani, Yume in the mid lane as LeBlanc, and Tristana. Actually, an EXO and James in the bottom lane as Tristana and Janna. Meanwhile, on Diamond,
we have Lissandra in the top lane in the hands of Heathen. We have Meme in the jungle, Irelia. We have Nage in the mid lane with that Morgana, and Iban and Shura in the bot lane with Caitlyn and Sona.
Yeah, so we are gonna see relatively new picks here. We're seeing the Sejuani, which not often seen, but we are gonna see him now, as well as the Irelia in the jungle. Actually, the Morgana is actually in the mid lane. This is quite interesting. Kulit, like we said, was actually brought up at the top lane by. Oh no, wait. Morgana was brought out on the top lane by TG 2 days ago.
Yeah,
in the GPL.
I think it was to try to counter the Rumble pick.
Yeah,
also.
so this is quite interesting. Although Lissandra has always been present in the mid and top lane, so again, another staple pick. We're going to see how these team compositions turn out. So looking at the team compositions, Kyrie, what can we say about these two teams and their compositions?
Okay, so for MSKI, I think they're going for a... it's quite complicated kasi meron silang Sejuani and the Rumble. So medyo team fight centric yun. But then they have a LeBlanc in the mid lane. So I think they would be trying to engage in team fights when someone is picked off. Kasi yung LeBlanc na yun is to ensure na -1 yung -1 yung diamond. So when they go in, kailangan may maka-assassinate to si Yume. And then they would try to engage kapag medyo bawas na members ng diamond. So yun yung, I think that's the game plan. And they have that Tristana to cover their late game. So yun yung para magiging team plan nila. And yun nga, mapapansin natin na 3 yung AP based champions ng ang MSKI dito. So yun nga, they're trying to put on some pressure in the magic resist side of Diamond. So, parang early game, magbibuild sila ng magic resist. But then in the late game, there's EXO, Tristana to shred those armors of theirs kapag hindi sila agad nakapag-build ng resist for both magic resist and armor. So, meanwhile, dito naman sa ating Diamond team comp, medyo, I'm not sure Pero I think they're trying to counter what Meneski Globe has. Kasi we know that Morgana is a hard counter against LeBlanc in that mid lane because of her black shield. So medyo mapoprotect siya against easy assassinations coming
Yeah.
from Yume.
Protect her from the CC.
Yeah. And we also have Ethan as a Lissandra. So parang medyo counter din sila para kunyari LeBlanc goes in, he can just use his frozen tomb to prevent LeBlanc from dealing damage. So I think they're just trying to counter what Mineski Globe has. So yun yung para magiging game plan nila. Meanwhile, dun sa bot lane, it's interesting to see Tristana getting picked after Caitlyn gets picked.
Yeah.
Kasi it is a known Caitlyn is a known counter against Tristana. However, we saw in the no GPL, medyo nanalo pa rin si Tristana in the lane kahit na Caitlyn yung kalaban niya. So we'll see how Sona and Caitlyn and Tristana and Janna are gonna go through the early game laning phase, and we'll see how they will scale through in the mid game and the late game.
All right, so we're just gonna look up at the matchup one more time. So on the blue side, we've got Mineski top lane. That's TG in the top lane. We've got Kulit in the jungle. In the mid lane, we've got Yume. And in the bottom lane, we have both EXO and James. Meanwhile, in Diamond,
so we have Ethan in that top lane, Meme in the jungle, we have Nage in that mid lane, and Iban and Shura in the bottom lane.
Alright, so an exciting best of two here between Mineski and Diamond. We are going to move into the game shortly. Again, we would just like to invite you guys over to the PGS Rift if you want to join our fellow summoners. Again, the ID number is 171-88811. So do go over to TalkTalk and join our fellow summoners. And again, we'd like to remind you that somewhere in between our sets and after the game, we are going to have the long-awaited watch and win for our viewers. That is going to be a chance for you guys to win 500 RP. So
yeah,
that is quite exciting. Correct me if I'm wrong, I think the Blood Moon skins, as well as the El Tigre, Braum, and Dauntless, Challenger, Ari, are coming out quite soon.
Yeah, so
that 500 RP, keep it in store, give a gift to yourself. Even if Christmas is over, it's not too late to give a gift to yourself.
Napakaganda ng mga upcoming skins natin. Something to, spend RP for.
Yes, so do watch out for that. Again, how that's going to work is that you guys have to go over to the Pro Gaming Series Facebook page, and we will announce here on the stream that there is going to be a question brought out, and if you're able to comment, or for the first 5 commenters on that post on the Pro Gaming Series Facebook page will win 500 RP.
Just be sure to watch the games though, kasi you'll never know where the question would be acquired from. Whether it be game 1 or game 2.
Yes,
diba?
So you guys have to really pay attention to the details in this game to get a chance at 500 RP. So welcome to the Summoner's Rift. Again, this is Pro Gaming Series Week 3. Gonna be a first set best of 2 between Mineski versus Diamond. So like we said, so far in the standing, Mineski has 3 points so far. They did win that best of 2 against War Gods. Meanwhile, Diamond has garnered 1 point for themselves in the standing when they defeated IPT once in their best of 2 a few weeks ago, last year actually. So we're gonna see how many points. Yes, we have to accept that it's actually a new year now. So 2015 Pro Gaming Series Week 3, and we're gonna see how many points these two teams get for themselves today. And later on for set 2, we are gonna have Imperium Pro Team and Pacific Esports.
So if Mineski wins this one with the sweep, they'll get 6 points.
Yep,
there'll be 6 points in terms of the tournament standings.
Yeah.
And that's a big lead kasi you can only get 6 points if you sweep through 2 games. And yun nga, napakalaki na magiging advantage ng Mineski dun sa tournament natin kung mas-sweep din nila tong game na to.
Medyo sure na yung spot nila pag nakapanalo sila ng best of game na to. So do watch out. We're gonna see if they can get the best of 2, or will Diamond show them that they've got some trick up their sleeve.
Yes, that's what I'm excited to see. Medyo medyo yung team comp nila nga centered siguro sa pag-counter ng team comp ng Mineski Globe.
So a lot of counter picks going on there from Diamond. So we're gonna see if we have any early engages here in the early game. We are seeing relatively standard start actually. So Giovanni gonna go over probably to that Gromp. Meanwhile, we're seeing the bottom lane actually approaching each other quite close. The Howling Gale is gonna miss and they will disengage. So far, no wards placed out just yet. We're seeing the Aurelia hover over in that mid lane. Morgana definitely gonna take that mid lane as well. Aurelia just gonna move back a bit. Not sure where she's gonna start though. What do you think Aurelia would start off here?
I think she can start in the Grumps, or the Grump, or the yung Dito.
Yeah, he's gonna start over at the Krugs.
Yeah, the Krugs.
Yeah, so either it's the
Yeah.
stun or the poison that
Yeah, I
she
mean,
goes for.
she can do either. Kasi she has that sustain naman with the hidden style. So, yeah, but then, I think she could opt to start in the Grump kasi may support siya with coming from Even and
Yeah.
Shura. Tapos may additional sustain with the heal coming from Shura. So, I think it would be better to start there in the Grumps.
We're seeing Shura rocking that, I believe that's a pentakill skin.
yeah.
So, like we said, if you guys get 500 RP later from the Watch and Win, you
Easy.
get a skin of like that of your own.
Easy
Yeah.
500
Or
RP.
even get one of those legendary skins.
Yeah.
Probably. Oh, well, the Eternal Rek'Sai bundle is gone, but there are a bunch of other bundles out there for you guys. So, like we said, Irelia will be starting over at the Gromps. We're gonna see. Oh, actually, both junglers are gonna start at the Gromp. Yume putting down a little bit of early game damage there. TG actually getting quite low. Oh, he actually will be taking that Gromp himself for himself. Sejuani actually started. I was wrong. Let me correct myself. Yeah, she was gonna start at the Krugs. Ooh, Ethan gets quite low. He grabs the Wraiths actually, which is not common. I haven't seen a top laner start at the Raptors.
I think it's for the level 2 advantage. Kasi it can, you know, it matters a lot na makuha mo yung level 2 advantage na yon against, lalo na't ngayon nag-lane swap sila, no? Nakita natin yung lane swap. I think the lane swap is to prevent EXO being countered hard by Even.
Yeah, we did discuss that Caitlyn was a pretty bad, well, Tristana's a pretty bad, has a hard time against the Caitlyn.
Medyo mahina pa siya early game. So, she needs to farm a lot in order for her to make an impact into the game. But I think, Ethan would have an easier time in the top lane kasi alam naman natin si Lissandra napakalakas ng kanyang poke potential. Tapos makaka-farm siya, tapos meron siyang mobility skill, which is yung glacial path yata yun, yung path. So she can easily escape ganks coming from Colette if ever he does gank in the top lane.
Yeah, so I'm actually a bit afraid for TG right here. He has received quite a lot of poke from Eben in that bottom lane. He doesn't have much sustain in that bottom lane, so it's going to be a little bit difficult for him down there.
Pero I'm just wondering why Ethan didn't port back up top lane when he took down those Raptors. Kasi he missed out a lot dun sa creep waves eh. I think he missed around two creep waves nung hindi siya nag-teleport.
Yeah, so he's on 15 CS now.
Yeah, so medyo nalugi siya dun in terms of experience. Kasi we can see TG level 3 and Ethan just started hitting level 2 at the moment.
Yeah, so definitely missed out on a bit of experience there in that top lane. We're gonna see how Ethan here deals with the lane swap. Because like we said, Caitlyn gives Tristana a pretty hard time in that bottom lane. Yeah, and she's actually giving TG a pretty hard time too.
Yeah, and hindi rin biro ang sieging capabilities nitong Caitlyn. Kasi I think they can try to take down this first tier turret in the bot lane easily.
Ooh, but we might see a gank here. Nene approaching Yume there is possible. Oh, the stun doesn't come off. Yume trying to escape with distortion, and she actually flashes out of the wall there. So pretty successful gank coming in from Meme there to burn that flash. Meanwhile, in the top lane there is going to be a disengage.
So medyo hinaharas tong si Ethan ni X sa top lane, ano. Medyo hindi ko alam kung bakit parang nananalo si EXO. Siguro mechanically magaling na talaga si EXO.
Yeah, dodging those cues.
Yeah, and harassing Ethan when the opportunity presents itself.
Yeah, we actually saw Jana Ohame is actually moving down to the bottom lane to help out TG. TG probably called out for help because he was receiving quite a lot of harass there from Ivan.
Yeah, and tama naman yung ginagawa ni Ivan, no, na hinaharas itong si TG para hindi makakuha ng farm. And alam naman natin na kapag nakuha na ni TG or ni Rumble yung kanyang hunting guys and sword shoes, napakasakit ng kanyang mga skills with that magic penetration.
Napakalakas ng team fight ni Rumble, as we all know. So, good choice to bring in Jana down there to help out TG. He's just gonna step on that trap, and that will be no follow-up. Yeah, meanwhile, pretty good ward coverage coming in from MSKI. They are warding the bottom lane quite a bit, but we're not going to see any of those funny level 2 dragons that we've seen before.
Yeah.
So EXO just putting down some damage onto the tower. That long range really helping him out there in the top lane.
I think kaya iniwan nitong si James, si EXO dun sa taas. Kasi, di ba, usually you don't leave your ADR, lalo na kung Tristana siya, alone in the top lane. So, medyo I think, bukas siya sa ganking si EXO. Kasi alam naman natin napaka-vulnerable nitong si Tristana, di ba? So, lalo na't wala siyang support, I think Meme could opt to gank the top lane para makasecure ng advantage itong si Ethan dun sa top lane na yun.
So, we are seeing Meme, I thought was actually gonna approach the top lane, but he is gonna be recalling. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, we're seeing Colette gonna come in. He's gonna force the flash off of Shura. The Ignite is gonna come off, and Shura is gonna go down. The first blood does go over to TG.
So napakaganda rotation coming from Colette, and we can see the early game presence na binibring ni Sejuani sa field natin. So, yung kanyang CC, no, napaka-useful. Kasi kahit na na-burn na yung flash and heal nitong bot lane ng War Gods, they were still able to manage to kill Shura. Tapos, yeah, garnering themselves a first blood and an advantage early on in this game. So 6 minutes, no? Nakuha na agad nila yun.
So we're seeing the Sejuani showing her presence in that bottom lane. We did see that Sejuani was really successful 2 days ago in the GPL. So we're seeing they did burn the flash actually from Nage. Oh no, from Shura in that bottom lane. So worthy gank, and they did get the kill as well. So that is an advantage for TG.
Yeah,
and it was a farm in the bottom lane.
It was Rumble too. It was TG also who got that kill. No, napakalaki na sa kanya kasi once he gets that hunting, guys, no, medyo magsusnowball na siya nun.
Yes, definitely. So we will see a little bit faster scaling into the mid game here from Rumble.
Yeah. So also I think Sona, Shura is trying to place down an offensive ward right there, trying to just get some vision to prevent any more future ganks. Kasi diba, matututo siya na wardan yan. Kasi napakadelikado nga nun eh. Kasi kapag napatay sila na namatay sa bot lane, medyo they're gonna be put in a difficult position. Lalo na kahit na-counter ni Caitlyn si Tristana, pag naman lamang si Tristana sa items, wala pa rin magagawa si Caitlyn.
Yeah, so far, in terms of CS, TG is a little bit behind against Caitlyn, but the lane swap was reversed, so Rumble and Lissandra will be facing each other once again in the top lane. Meanwhile, that will be James and EXO against Eban and Shura again in that bottom lane.
Yeah, I think dahil yun sa nakasecure na nga ng advantage tong si TG, kaya bumalik na siya sa lane niya. So mas safe na siya mag-farm ngayon kaysa against Ethan with that Lissandra in the top lane.
Meanwhile, we're seeing Meme and James just having a little bit of a battle there, but they will be disengaging, just putting down some wards near that blue buff. Morgana, Nage actually moving over to the blue buff. Meme might actually give that blue buff over to him, help him out against LeBlanc, although, nope, never mind. Actually, Meme takes that blue buff. Okay. Meanwhile, in the top lane, well, Rumble is a little bit behind, but he did get that first kill though, so he is gonna be able to deal with that poke coming in from Ethan. Yeah,
and medyo si Ethan nag-stack siya ng dalawang Doran's ring, no? So medyo, if you stack Doran's ring, siguro makakagain ka ng a bit of an advantage sa laning phase. Pero, we all know na kapag bumili ka ng isang extra Doran's, medyo mabibihan ka sa items. Kasi that's 400 gold, I think 475 gold. And that's a big thing kasi makakabili ka na ng hunting, ng Amplifying Tomb or Ruby Crystal to build your hunting guys, or yung parang kung si Lissandra, Morellonomicon or Rod of Ages, as we have seen. So medyo mabibihan siya doon. Pero kung hindi niya makakakuha siya ng advantage sa top lane against TG,
things could be quite difficult for Ethan in that top lane. So with TG getting that first blood over in the bottom lane, he really is gonna get a lot of help there in the top lane. Meanwhile, we're seeing in the mid lanes, things even so far, we did say that usually LeBlanc wants to get an early advantage against the fellow mid laner, but since Morgana has that black shield, she is really quite safe from those chains coming in from LeBlanc.
Yeah, and we can also see that Yume is trying to build his Athene's Unholy Grail. So, medyo hindi na siya usual, no, na binabuild. Kasi you could either see a Morellonomicon or a Rush Deathfire Grasp para at least mas mabilis siya makaka-assassinate sa siguro mid-game. Medyo early games transitioning to mid-game. Pero we see him opting to build an Athene's Unholy Grail. Kasi I think natunugan niya na yun yung gagawin na yung Lissandra pick, it would try to cancel out his assassinating capabilities before the team fights. So tama nga naman ang kanyang decision.
Yeah, so we're gonna see him going for that Athene's, gonna see how it turns out, although the assassination capability is a little bit smaller now for Yume in that mid lane. But he does love that LeBlanc. He has picked him many times, so we could see still interesting plays coming in from Yume in that mid lane. Meanwhile, Sejuani moving a little bit into the bottom lane, but actually I think he was spotted out. I think they know he's there. She is gonna just take those Krugs, add a little bit of that stun buff for her there. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Yume putting down some damage, but again, the black shield nullifies the stun, or the root rather, coming in from those chains. And the bind connects. Nage putting down a little bit of damage, and the Soul Shackles actually comes off. The Ignite might not be enough to finish her off, but he did burn. Oh, did he burn the flash?
Yeah,
he did. So that was a pretty successful exchange coming in from Nage in the mid lane.
Yeah, I think it was a successful, it's more leaning towards Yume. Kasi na-burn niya yung flash and ignite ni Nage, pero ang na-burn lang ni Yume is yung flash niya.
Yeah.
So medyo may leeway na sila ngayon para i-gank tong si Nage, having that ignite still present with Yume, and strong ganking capabilities ni Sejuani under the hands of Colette.
Alright, so 11 minutes in and a Dragon Call actually being made. A lot of vision coming in from MSKI actually around the Dragon Pit. And not much vision coming in from Diamond, but they do know, I think, they can feel that the Dragon might be taken quite soon. So Sejuani from MSKI, actually that's Kulit from MSKI moving in around that bottom lane area.
Yeah.
There are wards though, so might not be a successful gank. There are wards in the bush as well. And it seems like MSKI wants to engage, but Kulit is just hiding in that tri-bush. Not sure what's gonna happen here.
So I think they're trying to secure the kills in the bot lane for them to gain easy passage with that first dragon buff.
Yeah.
And I think it's tama yung decision nila na ginagawa ngayon eh. Kasi if they were to take dragon early on in this game, tapos walang vision ng Diamond over that dragon area, I think it would definitely be an advantage. Kasi once na wala kang vision sa dragon and it got taken by the other team, medyo mas madadalian silang kunin yun the next time.
EXO actually jumping in over to Ethan there. Oh, and the ult from Kulit comes in. They're gonna... Oh, Evan actually goes down. EXO gets the kill. Meanwhile, teleport coming in from both top laners. But Ethan is getting really low. Lissandra goes down, and that is gonna be a 2-for-1 exchange in favor of MSKI.
So napakaganda nung monsoon na yun coming from James, preventing Ethan to go dun sa path niya, diba? So medyo nagkaroon sila ng positional... meron silang leeway dun sa position na yun ni Lissandra. So napakaganda move coming from James.
Yeah, we are seeing a little bit of a duel here. Meme getting really low, but he is going to go down. EXO gets the kill once again. Meanwhile, Shura not going to do much here. The Dragon actually goes over to MSKI. The heal is going to be popped here, and Yume is going to juke out. Meanwhile, Nage getting knocked up there by Kulit. Nage getting really low, and the kill is going to go over to TG. Meanwhile, Shura getting quite low, actually, and EXO gets the kill over there, and that is going to be a 3-for-0 exchange after that short dragon fight.
And a dragon to boot.
Yeah,
so definitely,
lead, yeah.
Definitely the lead is going towards the way of MSKI Globe right now. And napaghandaan nila na mabuti yung dragon na pinag-isipan nila na well orchestrated kumbaga yung dragon attempt na yon, and they were successful in taking that dragon. And hindi ko sure kung nakuhanan ng timer ng Diamond yung dragon na yon. Pero if they weren't able to take the dragon timer, medyo mas mahirapan na sila kasi mangangapa sila sa dilemma kung kailan kukunin ng MSKI ang second dragon.
So medyo mahirapan ngayon yung Diamond kung sakali magkaroon ng second dragon. So that clash did go over to MSKI. They are 5 kills ahead now, almost 14 minutes in, and they do have a slight lead now in terms of gold. 3,000 gold, around 3,000 gold for MSKI right now.
And it is also notable that TG now has his Liandry's Torment. And it was, nararanasan na ni Ethan ang sakit na dinadala ni Rumble kapag meron na siyang hunting guys.
Yes,
Liandry's Torment pala.
So a lot of pain coming in there from TG. And EXO actually got quite a lot of kills for himself as well. That was a 3-0-2.
Yeah.
So he has the BF Sword and the Avarice Blade, I believe, right now.
Yes.
So he is going to be able to deal his own damage there over to Iban in the bottom lane.
So hindi ko sure kung anong uunahin niya buuin, yung Static Shiv ba yung IE, pero I think he's going for that IE agad. Kasi he's 3-0-2 and he's fully capable to do so. Na get that early IE, bring some damage, more damage, or mas maaga dun sa power spike na ina-expect natin with that, from that Tristana.
Yeah, so they are investing some kills over to EXO. We do know Tristana scales really well into that late game, so he will be the hyper carry of MSKI into that late game, if it does reach late game. Yes. We don't know what's gonna happen. We did discuss, actually, Diamond has a pretty mid-game oriented composition, but if they don't end it like they want to, then EXO is gonna give him a hard time.
Yeah, definitely, that Tristana. Masasabi ko lang din, si EXO magaling pong position to when in terms to team fights eh. He knows when to position himself, when to jump in, when to go back, and basically general presence sa floor. So, yun yung isa sa mga mechanical skills din ang mabibring ni EXO sa field. So, medyo mahirapan din ang Diamond dito. Pero, wag natin kalimutan na meron din naman silang, maybe they're bringing something into the field na we haven't seen before.
Yes,
so,
definitely.
Baka may surprise sa atin ng Diamond at magulat tayo mamaya.
Yeah, so Diamond and MSKI fighting off 4 points for themselves. Again, MSKI has 3 points so far, while Diamond has 1. So this will be a really important game for both teams. If MSKI gets the game here, they are going to be in a huge lead. Meanwhile, the equalizer going off onto Ethan. and TG gets a kill for himself in that top lane.
Napakaganda ng prediction na yun ni TG. Nakita mo ba yun? Nung
Yes.
nag-flash papunta, ginamit niya yung skill niya.
Glacial path.
Yeah, yung glacial path niya towards the position kung saan nag-equalizer si TG. Napakaganda prediction coming from TG right there. Nakita natin na gamay niya talaga ang pagiging rumble at top laner niya.
Like we said, TG definitely a strong top laner, should not be underestimated, especially with the Liandry's Torment there.
Yeah, medyo masakit-sakit na siya.
So he is dealing a lot of damage, we just saw from the equalizer. Meanwhile, Meme getting a little bit caught out of position here. The chains are going to go off. He is going to get rooted. The flash used, but he is not going to be able to escape. Meanwhile, Nage trying to do what he can. He is going to use the soul shackles now. 3 members, no, actually 2 members are going to get rooted. And the crescendo is going to come off. Kool-Aid getting quite low. The kill is going to go over to Morgana. That's going to be a double kill there over for Nage. She gets quite low. Yume trying to escape. The passive comes off. Exo comes in with the ult to take down Nage. Meanwhile, the Frozen Tome is going to come off and Exo is going to get shut down. And that was actually going to be a 3-for-2 exchange in favor of Diamond.
Yeah, that was a great response coming from Diamond in their jungle. No, sobrang aggressive na ng MSKI sa ginagawa nila. No? Sinasakop na nila yung jungle ng Diamond. However, Diamond responded well to that engagement by being there at the right moment and doing the right thing. So, napakaganda ng pagka-cancel ni Ethan na yun dun sa rocket jump ni Exo. Well played by Ethan dun sa kanyang Frozen Tomb.
Yeah, they really are focusing Exo now.
Yeah, they should. They should.
Especially with the lead that she's got. So she has 1 death now. Meanwhile,
wow.
So anyway,
they're not expecting that. They were not expecting that. James being there and canceling that TP.
Yeah.
Definitely something that misplay coming from Diamond.
Yeah, so that is going to be actually a tower for both of them. Although 2 towers now for MSKI. Meanwhile, Diamond only has 1. Although the tower actually from both bottom laners are gone, so that does give both bottom laners some room to roam now. Suga roaming around that bottom lane. Meanwhile, a possible gank here. The Howling Gale is going to come off, but not going to follow up on that one.
Yeah, I think since TG and PG got that the second third of the game in that top. Okay, engagement.
Ooh, actually, Kool-Aid jumped in and used his ult, but it was gonna miss.
Yeah.
He even flashed, I think.
Yeah,
for that one. But
they also burnt Shura's flash, but then it was a double jeopardy for MSKI since it was a ult as well as a flash. I know he didn't burn his flash.
Yeah. So that was an ult gone, but they still burned the flash.
Yeah, so that was
sort of worth it.
Yeah.
Although that is gonna give them a bit of a little bit behind in the team fight if that ult is needed. They are pushing down the mid lane now. Dragon is gonna be up in a few seconds, around 15 seconds, and they are pushing down this mid lane quite fast. They're probably gonna try and secure the mid lane tower before going off. The chains are gonna come out. Ethan actually put off the glacial path, but she wasn't gonna follow up. I believe they're approaching this area of the dragon now to secure a dragon of their own. The Dark Binding will come off, but no follow-up once again. Actually, they aren't going to go for the Dragon. They are going to recall. Actually, Yume putting up a bit of damage, but she is going to get focused down here by Ethan, and she is going to be taken down there. The kill goes to Eben, and that was going to be a kill for Diamond.
Yeah, but they see now the Dragon is live, and medyo siguro na out of position tong si Yume at nahuli siya ni Ethan dun sa kanyang Glacial Tomb. Pag nahuli ka ng Glacial Tomb ni Ethan, I think it would be sure kill for Diamond, lalo na kung nandun sila lahat sa area na yun.
I just gotta say, that Ethan recall was pretty cool. I've never seen the recall from that skin before, so that was pretty cool. Anyway, they are approaching this dragon now. No vision, I believe, coming in over from Diamond right now, but they feel it. Yeah, they feel it's there. So they are approaching now, although the top laner from MSKI is quite far. He does have the teleport though, so he will be able to focus James. He is going to get really low. Ooh, he actually is going to use the Monsoon, but it won't be enough. And it seems this dragon is all for Diamond now.
Yeah, it's going to be for Diamond. But then again, TG is in top lane trying to destroy this tower. And I'm not sure if he will be able to because medyo wala namang masyadong sieging capabilities nitong si Rumble.
Yeah, we are seeing Sona actually moving up.
Yeah, but then if they're able to take down this turret, more map control for them. Kasi nakita natin yung trade kanina. No? Habang nandun sa mid lane itong mga Diamond members, we saw that Exo was pushing down the second tier turret in that bot lane.
But there's actually going to be a top lane clash here. TG getting really low. He's going to use the equalizer, but it's not going to be enough to kill anyone. He is going to be taken down, but that was at the cost of the mid lane tower. MSKI actually grabbed the mid lane tower while everything was going on. Yeah. So they are 2 towers ahead. Meanwhile, Yume, ooh, he actually pops the double Q there, so he is going to be able to take him down, but he's going to get caught out of position here. The Dark Binding on point once again, and Ethan is going to secure the kill onto Yume there.
So medyo na out of position na naman itong MSKI Globe. No? Yung mga responses nila, they're trying to at least equalize yung nangyari kay PG dun sa top lane na get another kill
no
to
pun
compensate.
Intended.
Yeah, but then in the process, they got Yume got killed also in exchange for a kill against Shura, which is a support champion. So I think I'm guessing the advantage goes over to Diamond right now. Kasi it's a support against a carry kill trade. And to boot, I think they're gonna take down this top turret against Meneski. So that would be another turret for Diamond. So medyo 4-3 na. They're trying to equalize the tower race. Kumbaga, dito sa
so
game.
They are gonna secure their third tower of the game. That is 4-3. Meanwhile, ooh, they're actually gonna focus down onto TG here. The Frozen Tomb comes off. He flashes out and tries to escape, but that isn't gonna be enough. Meme is going to secure the kill onto TG. James was there, but he wasn't going to be able to do much. Kulit roaming around that bottom lane. They are going to try and TG. Oh, the ult comes off onto 4 members. They are all going to get quite low. Neski's trying to take all of them down. Nage gets really low as well. The ignite comes off, but the kill is actually going to go over to Yume there. They are going to try to chase down these 2 low members, and that is going to be a double kill for Yume. And ooh, Yume gets quite low, but he does land the triple kill, and that is going to be a 4-for-1 exchange in favor of Mineski.
So doon natin nakita yung teamfight potential nitong si Sejuani. Actually, it wasn't a teamfight, it was a pick-off. Diba? So, there were only a few members of... Okay, we will see an instant replay of what will happen. So, ayun, nakita natin yung SS ni Sejuani, the Frozen Bola, going in against the 4 members of War Gods. Wow, it was a great clash kasi nakita natin na na-disable sila and Meneski Globe was just were able to pick off them all one by one and they were successful in doing so. Ayun, nakita natin na Yume bringing the pain in the field. Now, nagkaroon na siya ng items para mapatay. Ayun, nakita natin. Ayan na, double kill, and a triple kill for Meneski Globe Yume in that engagement in the top lane.
Yeah, so a huge lead now. Well, not a huge lead, but a great help for Yume now so far. 22 minutes into the game. 15 kills to 9 kills is the kill score right now, and they do have 41,000 gold. So they are definitely leading at the moment. Baron is live, but no calls for Baron just yet.
So napakaganda ng pasok talaga na yun ni Kulit, no? Impressive.
Yes, we're seeing the Sejuani powers now.
Yeah. Sejuani coming in the solo queues near
he's making his debut into the new year.
Yeah.
So we're seeing possibly more Sejuani picks sometime into the future.
Yeah. So don't be surprised if you see Sejuani's in the solo queues. Lalo na papasok ng season 5.
Yeah, so Sejuani really doing well so far in this game. Great 4-man ult. So they are going to be pushing into this mid lane. So far, 23 minutes in. Slight top lane clash. No Baron calls actually made yet, but there is a vision war there from Mineski. So far, Mineski doing some pretty good vision around the map, but both teams have their own dragons. Ooh, Yume gets caught out of position. The Monsoon is going to be used. Ooh. The ult was used onto the clone, and that was going to be a disengage there from Mineski. James gets really low. Kulit is going to come in. He's going to try and save them, but he's a little bit out of position now. He is going to hop over that wall, and there will be no kills, but they did pop the ult there. Oh, there's actually maybe a massive recall. Ooh, the Eben Q actually misses there. Yume gets caught out of position. The 2-man equalizer goes off. Mineski is in the lead with this clash a little bit. Ooh, they're actually going to be a kill over there. But EXO is split pushing over there in that top lane. They are going to try and secure a kill onto Kulit. And that is going to be a kill there for Meme. All 4 members of Mineski are down. But EXO is trying to do what he can. He did take down 1 inhibitor, and that was going to be a 4-for-1 exchange in favor of Diamond.
So nakita natin, no, ang Mineski Globe, they traded 4 kills for an inhibitor turret. So I think they were just trying to buy time for EXO to push the top lane. And in the process, medyo nalugi sila dun sa engagement coming from Diamond. Kasi diba, 4v5 nga naman. And Tristana being the primary damage dealer wasn't there to help Mineski Globe. So do you think it's worth it na tinrade nila 4 kills for an inhibitor?
That is actually an interesting question. They did trade 4 kills for an inhibitor there. EXO split pushing away.
Yeah.
I have a feeling it might have been better if EXO had been there, possibly score themselves an ace and then move over to the Baron.
Yeah.
But that's a dream clash, so I'm not sure if it would have happened. But either way, I guess it was relatively even in an exchange. 4 kills for an inhibitor, but we're not so sure. It really depends, I guess, on how these players will react to that inhibitor being taken. Ooh, actually EXO landing a kill onto Meme. Meanwhile, James goes down. That is 4 members down there. The TP was cancelled by EG because there was no one left. So that was going to be a 1-for-1 exchange.
So, regarding yung sa bot lane, taking down EXO taking down that bot lane inhibitor, I think medyo nagli-lean siya towards Mineski Globe kahit na they were taken down, but 4 champions were taken down. Kasi if ever the minions push through the bottom lane side of Diamond, medyo mas may objective control ang MSKI dito, di ba? Since medyo mas malayo ang bot lane dun sa Baron and Dragon area. So, yun, okay.
Ooh, but Yume gets caught out of position with the Dark Binding and Frozen Tomb once again. The Zonias is popped. Exo gets caught by the Crescendo. Ethan's gonna try and come in. The Ignite comes off, but Kulet's trying to do what he can to defend. He is gonna be taken quite low. It's all a matter of who gets the kill. It is gonna go over to Iban, finishing him off with that Q.
So, great warding coming from Diamond na nag-grant nila. Yung vision na yun, yun yung nagpanalo dun sa engagement na yun. dahil dun na-pick up agad nila si Yume and dropping Exo to almost dead. But then he was able to escape. But then that engagement was equated for a free dragon for a Diamond.
Yeah, so that the dragon was going to go to Diamond. Second dragon for them so far, but the two-man equalizer does go down. Naga gets quite low. He puts off a Dark Binding though. TG going to flash in. The Zonias comes off though. They do focus onto Sona there, and Ethan gets really low as well. Iban's going to be taken down, and that's a triple kill over to EXO in favor of MSKI.
That was bad decision making for Diamond. Kasi they knew that Nage was got caught up by TG's slows. I think they could have just left Nage.
Dragon.
Yeah, Nage and the Dragon. Kasi diba they got Dragon, pero wala na silang choice dun kasi MSKI Globe are converging na dun sa area na yun. So I think they could have just left Nage instead of, you know, getting 3 people killed for Diamond. So medyo bad trade siya.
And giving a triple kill to
yeah,
EXO.
Yeah, it was EXO too who got the 3 kills to boot. He's now 9-1-2.
Ooh, but there's going to be a slight jungle clash here, but Yume does secure the kill there over to Meme. There was going to be a TP, but it was cancelled actually by Ethan, so no TP for him now.
Yeah, so as I was saying earlier, EXO is now 9-1-2 in KDA standings, and he's leading by quite a few CS against Iban. And right now we're seeing a Baron attempt coming from MSKI Globe, no vision whatsoever coming from Diamond, and maybe this is a free Baron for MSKI Globe. No, there's the vision. The Scrying Orb was there, and they know that MSKI is taking it. What will they do to prevent this one?
That Baron actually goes to MSKI for free. They did burn the Scrying Orb, I guess.
Yeah,
but that was it. Yeah, that was just Baron there for MSKI. They are going to be pushing a little bit harder now with that Baron buff. Blue buff going to be given over to Yume, and they are quite in the lead now. Are approaching 28 minutes, and they are 21 kills right now. Almost a 10,000 gold lead to be had by MSKI so far in this game, and 1 inhibitor down, so this is gonna hurt quite a bit. That mid inner tower gonna be taken out as well.
So yun yung nakita natin na advantage na nakuha nila dun sa bottom lane inhibitor being taken down by X earlier. Yung objective control, yung warding, nafo-focus lahat siya towards dun sa defensive area, dun sa jungle ng ating Diamond. Pero dahil dun, hindi nila na-wardan yung Baron, granting MSKI a free Baron dun sa engage na yun. So, great play coming from MSKI.
Yeah, definitely. So what do you think Diamond can do to get back into this game? It is almost 30 minutes in, and the Baron buff is on. What do you think can they do to get back into the game?
I think meron silang teamfight potential din, knowing that Nage has that Zonias and Shura having that Crescendo of his. I think meron silang edge pa rin in terms of teamfight.
Ooh, but there's going to be a top lane clash here. TG gets caught out of position. He does pop the Zonias, and the Rumble is actually going to use his Equalizer. Going to put down some damage, but he is going to be taken down. Meanwhile, MSKI just converging over to this bot lane inhibitor once again. They would be able to take it. It was going to be a 1 kill, sort of 1 kill for 1 inhibitor exchange.
Yeah, so I think yun nga, nagbuy ulit sila ng time para mawasak yung inhibitor na yun. Preventing Diamond to at least equalize the advantage. Yung parang ano, kasi they have the advantage, I think, in terms of siege engages in their area. Kasi nasa high ground sila eh. So they have the turret as well as the Fog of War to aid them in the engagement. Pero MSKI Globe prevented that by sacrificing TG in the top lane to get that inhibitor in the bot lane. Para at least may mas leeway sila para makapag-engage dun. And now they're taking down the inhibitor.
Yeah, where the exchange, Kulit putting down some CC of his own. Nage is gonna go down. Yume gets the kill. Kulit trying to chase off the 3 members. They will have to disengage. They can't do much here. They're gonna take down that mid lane inhibitor. 2 inhibitors for them now so far into the game. That Baron buff really helping. Kulit gets quite low. He is gonna be focused a little bit, but they will disengage. Yume trying to put up some damage of his own. Even gets really low. And the double kill goes over to EXO. He's gonna be jumping around. Shura gets quite low as well. The triple kill goes over to EXO, and he's just really picking off all these members right now. They are going to be trying to take down these Nexus towers. It is 30 minutes in, and it looks like they're going to try and end the game here.
I think they're going to try. They're going for the end game right now. They have the Baron buff, so they advantage pa rin sila.
Ethan actually tries to go in, tries to land some CC. He pops both his Frozen Tomb and his Zonias, but that isn't going to do anything. All members are quite low, but 4 members are down. Death timers are quite long. It is going to be quite enough here for MSKI. They are going to take the first game of the Pro Gaming Series Week 3. That is going to be a victory for MSKI.
So impressive game coming from MSKI. No? Yung decision making nila medyo nakita ko nag-improve at nakita ko na they're using the advantages. Parang they're trading decision making. Yun yung parang naging main point ng game nila na parang they've taken down the inhibitor for 4 kills and they knew that they had the advantage in that trade kahit na it seems that Diamond caught up in that engagement. So, yun nga, great decision making coming from MSKI. Great game naman din for the Diamond, pero yun nga lang, hindi sila nakasunod dun sa pace ng MSKI that MSKI is trying to set the game.
Yeah, so great job coming in from MSKI to secure the first game of this best of 2 in Pro Gaming Series Week 3. So they are going to get themselves 1 win. That's automatically 1 point for them in the standing. So we're going to see if it's going to be a sweet best of 2 for 3 points for MSKI, or will Diamond be able to bring out something of their own to get 1 point for themselves in the standing. So do watch out for that second game, as well as sometime soon we will be having the watch and win that you're all anticipating. Again, also join our fellow summoners over at the PGS Rift using TalkTalk. The ID number is 171-88811. So do join our fellow summoners there at the PGS Rift. And again, we will be having the watch and win later. So we're going to take a short break. Again, it's going to be the second game of Pro Gaming Series Week 3 between MSKI and Diamond. So again, I'm GS Amplifier.
And I'm GS Kairu.
And we'll see you again in a bit.